So now we're moving into like the mental part, which is probably the hardest part and the most individual part. Have a training diary where you rate your shape from every training, because that way you can know more or less when your best shape is, and then you can like increase the probability of being in good shape under the competition.
Yo, what is up, guys? I hope you are all doing super well, and I want to welcome you guys to the second edition of the Standouts podcast. Today, I have with me the pleasure of introducing a very, very special guest. He just came off his 5th World Championship win. He is 23 years old, professional football freestyler from Norway. I'm sure most of you guys listening to this already know very well who he is, but I have the pleasure of introducing to you guys today Erlend Fageri.
Thank you. Thank you a lot for having me.
Yeah, it is honestly a pleasure, bro. Yeah, crazy. So, 5 world championships, man. Like, what does that feel like? I mean, just talk to us about it. What are you thinking in your head? What are the feelings like right now?
Like right now, I don't feel that much actually. But winning World Championship always feels good there and then. It's really like a great feeling there. But this feeling doesn't last that long actually. It lasts for a few days, and then it's back to like a steady state of happiness. But so it really feels good to win, and that's like a part of my big goals in freestyle is to do well in competitions. But it's not my only goal, and it's not like my only focus. So of course it feels really good, but yeah, the happiness from winning a competition is not forever.
Definitely. And just for, we're going to get into a little bit of your training philosophy and your goals. But, just for some people who are watching who may not know you, how did you get into freestyle, and when did you start, and how has the progression looked like for you over the years?
I started freestyle in 2009. Together with Brynjar, my brother. I assume most of you know him. In the years before freestyle, we were doing a lot of sports. That was like our free time activity, like football, ski jumping, cross-country skiing, table tennis.
Oh, wow.
We loved this so much, just being active. And I think I especially like football and sports involving a football. And I felt like I had a talent with my touch of the ball, like the ball control in general. And in 2009, when we discovered freestyle football, it was like it just clicked, Like we had like this empty space where we wanted to do something new, and we found freestyle football, which was just perfect for us. And we just started training, and I don't know if you want to take the whole evolution, but like, yeah, we started in 2009 and just kept going. And the first years, it was just pure passion. We made videos, we just trained so much, went to our first freestyle football competition and meeting, which was so fun. And from there it's been like 4 years maybe, where it's basically driven from our passion and desire to just train. And then I think like in 2013, it was a bit of a dip in motivation. But that summer we we decided to, okay, maybe we're not so motivated now, but okay, we want to join Super Bowl, which is the Open World Championship in the end of the summer. So let's just train the whole summer and just see where it goes. And I don't know if you remember, but I came top 32, which was really unexpected. I beat Gunter in elimination.
Really? Which, in 2013?
Yeah, honestly, I was not at his level then, but I beat him there. And Brynjar came top 8, actually. Wow. And it was just, we saw that it was possible to become really good in freestyle. And we started loving it so much more. And from then we kind of decided to put in the work and see where it can take us.
Wow, that is amazing. I mean, that was before I even knew what freestyle was. So, you know, you guys have been in the game so much longer than I have. So 11 years. So talk to us a little bit about like your training philosophy, how you go about your training routine, and also how that structures into your overarching goals.
Yeah, I can shortly talk about my goals in freestyle before I go into the training, because of course I have a goal of doing well in competitions, and I want to be in the top level. But as I said, that's not the only goal. Another goal I have is just to enjoy the freestyle life. I really enjoy the training, like the flow state. To have a flow state in training is maybe the best feeling ever. And just traveling, meeting new people, having shows, and actually just being able to pick up a ball and impress people is kind of fun. So that, and also maybe my overall goal in freestyle is to just keep training consistently and evolve and see how good I can become. And I feel like year by year that you can always become better, like no matter what level you are at, because right now I kind of can't see that many ways to improve like right now, but I know there are ways. I just put in the work and you will improve. And also I hope to be an inspiration for others and for them to find their passion in life, and hopefully that's freestyle football.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of seen that. It's just like those cognitive theories. It's like breaking the 4-minute mile. You know, back in, I don't know what the year was, but you know, when someone broke the record for the 4-minute mile, people were like, that's impossible, like that can't be done. And then once the 4-minute mile was broken, I think within the next year, don't quote me on this, I could be completely wrong, but within the next year, it was like 6 people broke the 4-minute mile. So it's like, I definitely get what you're saying, but at the same time, you know, when you just keep pushing yourself, you can achieve something, and then you can break that barrier that just allows you and also others to go so much further as well. So and I think everyone who's watching who's a freestyler can definitely agree that like they would see you, I don't know how many years ago, doing like the craziest transitions and like the craziest things, and you sort of like opened a doorway for a lot of freestylers in order to be able to push their limits in that way. Because it's like, I genuinely believe if you hadn't come along and sort of pushed the transition style in the way you did, there wouldn't be so many freestylers that are very high level in transitions now. Because it's like what you were doing 5-10 years ago, people will be like, yeah, that's not possible. But it's like you're doing it now and you're just always pushing. So yeah, it's very interesting. So you talked about flow state being an integral part of your training. So can you talk to us a little bit about your training routine and what you do on a consistent basis in order to be able to achieve those goals that you talked about?
Yeah, so my week-to-week training usually consists of 2 training sessions every day, 5 to 6 days a week. So, and it's been doing that for the last 6 years. So it's been really a lot of quantity over the last years, and I think that's maybe the main reason I've been able to improve so much, just because I put in so much time. So yeah, I like to talk about the 3 Qs or Cs, which we call it, which is quality, quantity, and continuity. So I talked about the continuity, which is like just keep it going. Like you will always have bad days, and you will have good days, and you will have like normal days, and that's just the way it is. But if you keep going, the curve of your shape and general level will slowly and steadily like always go up, even though you have like ups and downs. So continuity is just so important. And also not just continuity over like 1 week or like 1 month or 1 year. Like I like to think about how I remember thinking this like 5 years ago. Where could my level be in 5 years? Like where could my level be in 10 years? And it's so much cooler to think that way than to think, oh, how could my level be tomorrow?
Yeah.
So you don't want to like finish your training now because you feel bad, because it's a long journey if you want to freestyle. Like to really become good, you have to do it for a long time, and you have to keep going. So continuity is very important. And also the quality of your training, of course. The last 2 years, since 2018, we kind of switched. Now when I'm talking about we, I'm talking about Brynjar and me, because we are training together. So if I say I and we, it's kind of the same. Okay, so since 2018, Brynjar and I switched specifically our lowers training from going from pushing each combo to the limit. Like every combo we wanted to do as well as possible. And we always got so tired from each combo, and after like half an hour, our combos just got worse and worse.
Yeah.
Like the first half an hour was really good. We got a lot of accomplishment from that. But when we started to have more sessions in the flow state, where we didn't break the threshold for acid in our muscles, we improved really so much faster.
Really?
We could have training sessions where we were training lowers for 1 hour, 10 minutes, and each combo was so technically and energy-wise really good. But we stopped before we got really tired.
Wow,
okay. So I can do an example. Before we did maybe 25-second combo every round, and we're doing hardcore that way. After half an hour we get tired.
Got you.
But now we took it like 10 to 15 seconds, and then we could just focus so much better on each lower trick in that combo. And when you started to get tired, you stopped. and then you get energy back so much quicker